Are we live? Are we live? What is going on, my friends? Let's have a look. I think we are live. You can hear me. Sweet. Right, so welcome. Hello. What is going on? It's a bit of a different video today. We've got some we've got quite a fun one to do today, because what we're going to do is sort of set I have done one of these in the past, and it went well, but it was kind of like a beginner one, and this is kind of going to be a beginner one and a sort of intermediate, where you can use this setup for years and just really focus on design work, really, and getting your techniques down without having to worry, what if I haven't got the best equipment to get to a level that you're really happy with, and that's what I've done for the last few years. So yeah, I'm just gonna actually just quickly, what is going on, Shane? I'm just going to have a look at this chat, because I have forgotten to do it in this window that I'm in. So hold on, I can't see any of you at the minute. Can I put that outside of here? Yeah, I can. Yo, what's going on, mate? What's going on, Shane? What's going on, Steve? Inkboy? Levi? Maris says, where do you buy your fake skin? I buy my fake skin at Real Skin, so REEL Skin. Pretty straightforward, but yeah, it's called Real Skin. It is the best skin on the market, in my opinion. But yeah, please smash a like on the video. Please subscribe if you're new, because this is going to be quite an informative one, I think. I didn't have work today, so I thought I'd jump on here and do another video for you guys, because why the hell not? Good morning, Jesus. So basically what I'm going to be doing is, well, you can see on the screen now, we've got pounds to dollars, because obviously a lot of you are in America on this channel. So big up the US, and I'm going to try and keep it at 1500. It depends. There's two ways to look at this now, because you can go. You can get a kick-ass machine, needle setup, ink setup, and then you've got like room. We might not have room to get an iPad, which is what I wanted to go into today as well. Getting an iPad is probably the first step to making your work stand out. Do you know what I mean? But with with like machines and needles and stuff like that, it's going to be essential to put that design down anyway. So it kind of works hand in hand. What's going on, Smog Monster, Bart Tattoo, Dante Tattoo? What's going on? The thoughts on hustle butter? It smells unreal. It smells unreal. It's good, actually. I really like hustle butter. Anything that is natural is good. I use cocoa butter. Well, I don't use cocoa butter while I'm tattooing. I use Inkies, but I have used hustle butter as well. But you, like all these things, you can use after your tattoo for aftercare. So yeah, so it's just short of $2,000. Let's go into the Killer Ink website. Let's just start again, because I was just looking. So obviously, I'm going to try and make a basket of things that I think will be good for you, and we're going to try and stick under 1500. That's what we're going to try. Where is this window? There it is. Right, it's in the middle. So we're on Killer Ink website. I know there's other websites and stuff like that, but these are the things that I've got going on. So let's go straight in. So let's talk machines. machines, I think obviously Bishop for me, you did just see it on there, but Bishop for me is going to be the number one thing to help you progress, because it's well, you know, I have to say as well, by the way, I'm not getting endorsed. I'm not endorsed to Killer Inc. I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not sponsored by Killer Inc. I'm not sponsored by Bishop. This is literally just to help you guys out. So yeah. So I use the Packer right now. It's £647. Can we go up here to America? We can't go to America because it's only Europe. That's annoying. But regardless, we can just translate the cost anyway. So I can't even add this to the cart because it is out of stock. Shock. But the shader's in stock. That kind of the shader's a very good machine. All these one machines are very, very, very good. I've got all three. The liner is awesome at obviously lining. It hits like a fucking coil machine. It's insane. The Packer, you've got best of both worlds really, but I don't really like the lining on the Packer for some reason. I'm not too sure why. I feel like the shader is super nice at lining with smaller needle groupings, say like a 1-round liner or a 3-round liner or a 5-round liner, something like that. So out of argument's sake, I think as a beginner, I think the shader would probably be better because it's a shorter stroke. You've got less chance to ruin the skin. But with the Packer, it's a 4.2 stroke, and if you don't turn the volts down, then you're gonna really mess up the skin. It's gonna be super inflamed, super red. It's not the easiest machine to use, but at a lower voltage, I think it's the best machine to use out of the three in terms of work. But I would choose in this instance to go with the Packer, and I'm going to grab one of them as well. But obviously it's out of stock, so it's kind of annoying. Let's see if I can go to Bishop. No, not Bishop. See if I can go. Can I? Let's have a look. Bishop. Let's go Quadrant because I want to see. I should have done this before we went live. I can't really see it because my screen is so thingy. Quadrant. I think they do the Sublime needles. Right, cool. I think they do Quadrant. So let's go Bishop again, and we will go. We'll just put a shader in because it's the same price, but obviously it's the Packer we've got in there really. So Quadrant, Sublime. Actually, I'm just going to put in Sublime there because why the hell not? I'll take some of your questions in a minute. Sublime needles. Here we go. Here we go. This is the business. This is the business. Let's have a look at your comments. Dante Tattoo, Lee Wilson, what's going on? In my country, apprenticeships are 1,000. Yeah, do you know what? If you're paying for an apprenticeship, I think it's a bit of a piss take, really. But it is. I mean, I'm going to ask Thomas this question on Sunday because I'm gonna ask him what he thinks about teaching yourself compared to an apprenticeship. I really do want to sort that out and get his view on that, because I think we need to squash the beef in the industry about you're a scratcher, because it means you're a scratcher if you teach yourself and stuff like that. And it's kind of in this day and age, there's so much information out there. This channel, you got Thomas's seminars, you got so many really nice, good artist seminars to learn from. And back when I started 8 years ago, you had no chance in hell. It was so secretive. I literally had to record. I had to go to conventions with my camera. I think I've actually got my camera in here, which is a blast from the bloody past. Let's have a look. Can't find it. I've got a Pokeball though. Random. Hey. Let's have a look. I have got my camera. This is the this is the OG camera that I used to record. OG Canon G7X to record, because it's quite small and stuff. OG camera to record people tattooing at conventions, say like the big guns, like the Matthew Jameses and stuff like that. Shout out the Steve Butchers, the the Jack Connollys, you know. Eric Masinazin was there once. I recorded him for a bit. Yeah, awesome. And then I would just re-watch my footage, maybe an hour or two space on a SIM card, memory card, sorry, and just re-watch and just study their hand movements. And that is literally how that's the only way I could learn. And now it's so easy to learn now, man. What's going on? Can you put on euros is almost 1-to-1 in USD? Okay, let's stick it in euros then. We'll stick it in. Yeah. The thing is, if I stick it in euros, we'll go Ireland. Is that euros? I'm pretty sure it's euros, isn't it? It's not working. Here we go. Accept. Oh, I've got to fucking do all this now as well. Let's do that. Cool. Oh, that's a bit too much. Cool. Okay, so let's do that then. Close that. Let's start again then. So bishop. Obviously, it's going to be bishop. One packer. Out of stock. Shock. Out of stock. Shock. So we'll stick the. We will stick this shader. I mean, you could get either or. To be honest, you could get either or. But yeah, we've got the thing right. Quadrant sublimes. Let's just quickly go through this because we're now behind a bit. And what was I saying? Yeah, so easy to learn now, guys. It's so easy to learn. If you put your time and work in, you'll probably cut years off. Right, so I'm just going to get my setup. So we've got long taper magnums. We want curved magnums here. 0.25s, no. 0.3s. Soft edge. Yes, there we go, son. There we go. Cool. Box of 20 Sublime cartridges. These are the GOAT. They're the GOAT. I get a 7. Yeah, I'll get a 7. 1. Then I'll get a 11. Bang. And then I'll get a 17. Will I get a 17? Yeah, I'll get a 17. Bang. And then what I'll do is get a quadrant medium taper. Can't really see this on the screen. It's so small. Medium taper round liner. I've been using a $30 Optimus machine from Amazon and it works fine. Yeah, man. I mean, if it works fine, it's just cheap machines won't. The thing is, if you scrimp and save on tattooing equipment, you're not showing your potential, and it's going to hinder your progress. If you're quite happy doing small tattoos and stuff like that, and they heal fine, and that's the type of artist you want to be, and you don't want to try and grow as a realism artist or someone like that, then that's fine. Stay in that lane. But I'm talking for me. I'm talking about me, really. I never want to stay. I want to be one of the best in the world. I want to be known for one of the best in the world at what I do. I've just got a hunger for that. And ever since I started, and Eric Masinazin is probably my favourite tattooist that I've looked up to throughout my tattooing career. And I always regarded him as one of the best in the world. Technically, his technique is ridiculous. So let's go. I think it's a 0.35, so it's a normal one. Medium taper round liner. Yeah, mate. So we'll get a 3. Jesus, this is adding up already. Wow. Then I'm going to go for a 7. Quadrant 7 shader. Quadrant shader. We will go. There's loads of different tapers here. I think it says 0.30 is what I use. So we'll add that bad boy in there. What we got so far? Let's have a look at the cart. Let's have a look at the cart. When my internet... So we've got the... It's not the shader. Ignore that. It's the packer. Then we've got the needles. So these are all the needles I use. I use about 5. On bigger work, I'll get a 25 Mac. Do you know what? I'll do it anyway. Just so on bigger work, you can... It is... Nah, I'm not. Because you can use a 17. Not many people's going to be doing really, really, really big work anyway. Nah, do you know what? I will. Fuck it. Quadrant. I will. Because... because I use it, so I may as well stick it in the arsenal just in case. I don't want that. I want all magnums. I want quadrant. It's not a sublime one because I don't do it that size. Curve mag. Bloody hell, why can't I find it? Oh my god, dude. Quadrant. All round shaders. No. We need medium taper, long taper magnum, soft edge magnums. I'm pretty sure it's a 0 to 25. Look, is it the 3.5 or the 3.0? It's not much price. It's a long taper, so it'd be the 3.0 because that's a medium taper. So yeah, whack that bad boy in there. Always 0.30s, guys. Bug pins. That is a 10 gauge. So we're already at 1,000. Bloody hell. We need a battery pack as well. Beater is together. Battery. Beater is... Oh, they're all out of stock. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, this is 300 euros. Soft edge means curved. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, I believe it does. I think so. I'll have to double check. Soft edge is the curved. Some people call it curved. Some people call it soft edge. I don't think Quadrim call theirs curved. I think they call it soft edge. So it's the same thing. Okay, so I would normally use this, which is out of stock, and I can't add it to cart. So it's highly annoying, dude. It's very, very annoying. But you could add anything in there, really. You could have this one, to be honest. This is pretty good. 100% means the same, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna add one of these. The critical. Oh no, not the connect. I just want the battery. Is it the same? Yeah, this is it here. Universal. Out of stock. Shock. It's a shame, really, because I can't. Do you know what I mean? And to be honest, if you was to get over here in the UK, if you order from Bishop themselves and just pay for the tax, the shipment tax, it's gonna work out cheaper anyway. So I wouldn't even buy from Killer Ink, your machine and your battery pack. I'll just buy straight from the US if you're in Europe. But we could go to another one. So let's have a look. So we've got, I don't think the other site I use, Barber, has quadrants. So we'll just choose one for argument's sake. Just whack it on. 350, 14. Buy the new Bishop Power Wand. Let me have a look. Let me have a little look. Have they got them in stock? Nah. Of course they haven't. Of course they haven't. Nah. Nah, they haven't. Do you know what? I'm going to set up. I'm going to set up a new. New tab. Hello. What I'm going to do is I'm going to whack Barber. I'm going to see if Barber DTS has this needles. The power what? The wand bishop. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Have they got the power wand? Who has the power wand here? No one. No way. Not a chance. No, they don't. Bishop Power 1 full set. Bang. Full set? Oh, yeah, they do. They do. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they do. Oh, yeah, they do. That's $1,000. I mean, £1,000. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of dough, dude. You got the full set, though, man. That's cheap for the full set. Right, okay. Let me just check, because I'll have to redo this, which is so unprofessional. Quadrant. Nah, they don't do quadrant needles. So, what I'll do is I'll take this and stick it up there. Nah, I will take this and I will open a new tab. Let me just open a new tab. I'll keep that up there. Bang. Please smash a like on the video. Please smash a like. Where is my... Here we go. Here we go. So we'll use this site for... This is, I haven't really thought about this, to be honest. But we'll take out the bishop. We'll just have the needles and the inks and everything else. So we'll look for our machine afterwards. So we've got the needles in there. Bang. We'll carry on. Tattooing ink. Yeah. Dynamic? No. There's no dynamic. You've got to be kidding me here, bruv. That isn't... Maybe it's because it's... You've got to be kidding me here, bruv. Here we go. See, some things you can't get in different things. So you're going to have to... Do you know what I'm saying? Right, straight away, stay clear of these. This set, trash. This set, nah. I'm not about the set. Not about the set. Stay away from that. Create your own. So I'm going to get the triple black, bang, to cart. I'm going to get the dynamic, that's for your blacks, yeah? Then we're going to go up here to the grey wash, bang that in. Then we've got the mixing solution, which is pretty good. It's pretty good, but I'm gonna go for Panthera because it's just it's got some. It feels a bit more smoother. Yeah, yeah. Crystal, Panthera Crystal. Oh yes, that's what I use, baby. Stick one of them bad boys in there. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna put ink caps and stuff in. It's just no point. This is just pure equipment to get you better. Do you know what I mean? My coffee is cold. Lovely. So we've got. Let's have a look at the chat. Sorry, I am neglecting you a bit. Let's have a look. So we've got Barber DTS. Yeah. I would like the Cheyenne Soul Nova. The Cheyenne Soul Nova is supposed to be good, but the only thing I don't like about it is it's you have to tilt it for your voltage, and I need to know my voltage, especially for a 4-stroke, 5-stroke machine, 4-stroke machine. Sorry, 4.2 stroke, because you need to know the voltage. And I think it's good for that as well, knowing the voltage, because you can copy an artist's setup. With the Soul Nova, you can't. It's kind of a gimmick, to be honest, but it's a really good machine to use. I know a lot of artists that just kind of hear it and they have to go off eyes and ears kind of thing and what they think it should be. And I don't like that. I like it to be the same every tattoo. Do you know what I'm saying? Try Barber DTS. Yeah, I've just tried that. I've got their window up in a minute. I'll stick that on the screen. Buy the new Bishop Power 1. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Do you know what? I'm actually going to do the Bishop. I'm going to buy the Bishop. I haven't got any money right now. I have not got any money right now. But I'm going to buy it eventually. Inkclaw has a nice grip battery. That was from Jesus. Barber DTS. Do you use Cheyenne still? I don't. I do not use Cheyenne. I just never, I think, like for me to progress, I've scouted the market, tried so many different needle brands with machine brands and interlinked them all. And I have kind of whittled it down to a setup that I can easily progress with, and it's for the long term. So this setup will last you 2 years plus, so you don't have to worry about, oh, is my tattoo needle the best I can get to progress with my shading? Is this machine good enough on the skin to progress without making the skin inflamed? Will my tattoos heal nice? I know it looks good when I've done, but will it heal nice? Because that's ultimately what your customer's paying for is the healed tattoo. So many artists that I see their work in person, really big paying. You have to pay like over £1,000 to get work done and it heals like shit, and you think, fucking hell, you know what I'm saying? So it's all lights and smokes and mirrors. So what I pride myself on is how my tattoos heal. I want them to heal close to what they look like when they're first done. And that's why I use this setup with the triple black for the blacks, to really get the contrast in. Because a lot of people just use the same fucking shade throughout the whole tattoo and it just looks so flat. And you don't want to do that. So Barber is cheaper than Killer Ink. Yeah, well. There we go. Fuck, I got the Shane Hawk pen. The Shane Hawk pen's good. The Shane Hawk pen is good. It's not bad. Thank you, Ken Bilgin. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Good morning, my guy at work listening. Just ran through the graveyard shift to some knowledge. Greg Grease. Hope you're okay, bro. What would you say is the best start a wireless budget machine? Looking at less than... I wouldn't even bother, Zach. I wouldn't even bother. I would not bother on a machine that's £200. Even to start with, you have to look at spending over £1,000, dude. Just save your money. Carry on grinding. If you want this to be your career, don't scrimp and save. Carry on grinding until you can save up enough money. A couple of months maybe not go out, maybe not buy that new t-shirt, for £100. Save it to kickstart off your tattooing career, and within a few months you'll have enough money to start and get a decent setup, which is going to last you for years through learning, and then you can reinvest that into buying someone's course or getting information. So yeah, this is basically the best starter thing in my opinion, to be honest. And yeah, I would definitely not scrimp and save. So we've got that in there. Is that all of our inks? Let's have a look. What? This isn't my cart. Where's my needles gone? You bloody killer. Oh, it's because I changed there, you fucking piece of... It's because I changed to... This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Right, we'll get rid of that. We will get rid of that. My cart. So we've got 4 in there. Let's get the needles again. Do you know what? This is so long. This is so long. I'll just carry on in England. Right, quadrant. Let's whack through this again. If you don't want to see this part, just come back in about 5 minutes. This is fucking crazy. So medium taper. We need the medium taper 3 round. There it is. Bang. Stick that bad boy in there. Let's go. Box of 20. Quadrant. Let's get the shader. Round shaders. We'll fly through this anyway. We got the 7. We got the long taper 7. 0.30. Yes. Whack that in there. Then we've got the quadrant sublimes. Quadrant sublime. Here we go. So we got the soft edge 0.30s. We've got the 7. Yes. Then we've got the 11. Yes. This is my setup. These are my needles I use. Then I use the 17. Do I use a 15? I can't remember. I think I use a 17. Which is basically like a normal 15 because it's a bug pin anyway. Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear myself. Bloody hell. Don't do this to me on stream. Do not do this to me. So, yeah, and then we're going to get the 25. Please smash that like button. Please, curved. Oh, it's soft edge, isn't it? Soft edge. Soft edge magnum. Yep. Yeah. Can you still hear me, guys? 25. Oh my god, dude. They've run out. I don't believe it. They've run out. That is hilarious, isn't it? They've actually run out. It's probably because I put it in my cart and didn't. Oh well. Let's have a look. Find it hard to find apprenticeships around my area, as everyone just is looking for artists with 2+ years tattooing. Any advice, man? Don't want to just get out there and be known as a scratcher, dude. This is what I was saying earlier in the screen. Cool, thank you. Thanks for confirming you can hear me. Yeah, this is what I was saying earlier on in this stream. I want to ask a very reputable artist that I've got on this channel, Thomas. Normal. I'll get back to your question in a minute, Dante. I want to ask a very reputable, because I'm classed as a scratcher initially because I taught myself. I think there's so much information out there that you don't have to worry about being called that. Everyone has to start somewhere. You know, I was working from my mum's. I've tattooed in houses and God knows what else, which isn't the best way to go. But obviously, I did know about cleanliness before because I did have a 3-month apprenticeship where I was breaking down stations and setting up stations. So I knew how to set up, which is the most important thing when you are not in a studio, I suppose. But I would always try and get a studio license before you work. Definitely don't condone tattooing from houses and stuff like that. That's not clean. Especially with carpets and stuff, you have to have washable floors. You have to have a clean sink and a dirty sink. So yeah, to get licensed here in the UK anyway. Right, let's go to normal. Also, yeah, Dante, why soft edge and not normal? Because normal straight mags aren't very good. Dude, can't believe they've run out. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's neither here nor there for the 25. So this is what we've got. This is what we have. We've got all of our needles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and our inks, and it comes to $224, which is probably about $300. That's not bad, you know. Bloody hell. So we'll keep this here. Let's see if I can do this. I'm going to get another window capture. And I'm going to do... yeah, buddy. Let's go. Can you see that? Can you see that window just popped up? Can you see it, lad? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, baby. What stopped you from buying with us today? What? Right, so we've got that. Let's start off by... Let me just stick this up. Let's do this then. Let's do the wand. Let's buy the wand. I'm not buying it. But, you know. You know what I'm saying. So the wand, here we go. We got the wand. Bishop wand. I would grab... Get out of here. I would get the packer. 100%. I really want to buy this now. God. Really, really want to buy this now. I really do like the only thing I don't like about using the packer with the critical on its own without having it be a wand, it felt a bit different. It did. It felt a bit different because the I think there's a minimum voltage on like the voltage range between the two batteries. One, the B charged one is a lot greater. I just felt it was a bit more consistent. I'm buying it. This. I think I like this one better. It's out of bloody stock again. Wow. It's crazy, dude. Could just buy it. I haven't tried it though, so don't take it for gospel, but we'll just stick that in the cart anyway. And is that it, guys? Is that it? Is that all I think? Now, we've got a couple £100 here. We have a couple £100. So we've got here, look, we've got let's have a look. I believe the term scratch is such a bullshit term because everyone has the thing. I'm going to show that. Has the thing where they think it's like a rite of passage to work as an apprenticeship, although the amount of information out there is insane. I also believe that someone can be extremely clean and hygienic if they are tattooing from their home and whatnot. Absolutely hate the term. If someone is a bad tattoo artist and doesn't know what they're doing and just buy a kit with no formal knowledge, then I think that's valid. But just because someone doesn't start in a shop, it's stupid. And you're right. I never really started in a shop. I took a bit of advice from people, and I do think you can teach yourself now, and I think Thomas knows that. And I highly look up to Thomas. He's a brilliant human being, an amazing artist, and I think someone that does do seminar. Like I will be very intrigued on what he has to say on Sunday when we do our podcast for the incredible podcast on this channel as well. It's going to be very informative, I think, with what he thinks about that term and stuff like that. Because I'm essentially a scratcher as well. I taught myself from my home and set my mum's conservatory up for my studio and got it licensed, but it was still a licensed studio. Please smash that like, guys. 67 people watching. Please smash that like button and subscribe if you're new. Hopefully, right, this is going to be fun to compare now. So we've got the £1,000. Let me just see if I can. So we've got 1,000. We've got 1,000. Okay, it's 200 there. Look, 1,200 including taxes. So that's fair. So we've got this. Yeah, like that. Bang. On the screen. And then we have our total down here, which is 224. So let's have a look at the pounds to dollars. So let's add that real quick. See how much we got. So we got 1,000. So just say 1,200 plus tax to 22409. 1,424. There you go. There you go. So dollars 1,424 and 9p. $1,700 US. We've made it. And that is what I would get, guys. That setup there will last you for. That's basically my setup. Pretty much. It's basically my setup. And I think this is the best setup to go forward. Now there's machines I haven't used, like the Sunkist. I haven't used other brands of needles like the Sunkist needles. I think Thomas has just brought some out. But the Sunkist needles are supposed to be nice as well. I've used the Da Vinci's. I've used cheaper ones from Jungle Tattoo Supplies. I've used easy cartridges, which I fucking think they're awful. Personal opinion. There's so many things that I've used. I've used world famous ink. I've used Eternal ink. I've used silver backing. I've used so many different inks, and this is the setup that I think will work best for you. If you adopt a drop system with your ink like this, with the Panthera, you can see here. Let me just move this out the way again. With the Panthera, where is it? That's me. Here it is. Triple black in the first cup, then you change to the dynamic black in. So you got triple black here. Fill that cup up. Then your grey washes. You've got half full cup. Then 12 drops, 6 drops, 3 drops, 1 drop, halving it every cup. Then you fill the rest of the cups up with this to a level it all up, and then all these are your needles. You got the medium taper, standard gauge, 3-round liner, which is a 0.35, which is a standard gauge because that's a 12 gauge. When it goes to 10 gauge or an 8 gauge, that goes, well, 10 is a 0.30, and then an 8 gauge is even smaller than that, and that's a 0.25, which is bug pin, which is crazy small. But I would get a medium taper because medium tapers are better for getting the ink into the skin, first pass. Then you've got, the difference between long taper and medium taper. Medium taper is a bit harsher on the skin. You haven't got as many passes in the skin before it starts to inflame the skin. Long tapers, super nice on the skin. They handle the skin very well. It allows you to have more passes in the skin, which is why I go for the long taper with the shaders, because you're doing multiple passes. With a liner, in my how can I say this? In my experience, I feel lining with a medium taper is a lot better. Doing one pass with a medium taper, because it gets the ink straight in there. And I'll keep the same voltage throughout as well, guys. I will. I'll keep the same voltage throughout my whole tattoo. I'll just change my hand speed to suit what I'm doing. And then obviously with the round shader, the 7, I've obviously gone for a long taper because I'm probably going to be working around eyes and stuff like that, like very small details with this. So you want it to be long taper, so you're preserving the skin. And then obviously bug pin as well. It just makes it a lot of more of a smoother blend. And it's all long taper here. So we've got the 7s here for the small areas. Then we've got 11s for a bit more of a, maybe like an eye shading or something, or lips or something on a tattoo. A bit more of a bigger area, and then we've got a 17 like for the cheek blending and stuff like that, which is a larger area again. So I would use the different sizes for different areas of the tattoo I'm doing. So we've got the inks, we've got the shading solution, we have the needles. So now we have the machine. We've just gone straight for the power wand. I've never used this machine though, but this is basically my setup, except I use so we'll keep that on the screen. Let me just quickly go back to because I want to try and use the bishop anyway. I'm going to just calculate this with the B charged. Here we go. Is that power wand? That's a power wand. They only do the power ones. No. Here we go. Packer. Out of stock. So it's 539. Well, it's not really though, is it? Because killer ink. Because there's no tax on that, so it's going to be a bit more. 600. Here we go. 647, 647 plus. Then I'm going to go for the B charged. B charged battery. So 647, 239 plus 240. So that's 887. That's even cheaper, guys. It's even cheaper. That is even cheaper. I would use that. I would even get the power one, because I've never tried it, and I'm not sure if the gearing's different or whatever. But I know this battery pack has a voltage range between 4 and 12, and the critical battery pack has a voltage range between 4.5. So it does feel different at low volts. It does. That's one thing you have to know. It does feel different, and I don't like it. So we've got 887 plus, where's my window? This is very confusing. Plus this. So 887 plus 224 plus 224 09 1,100. So that is cheaper than just buying the power one, and you got all that. Yeah. So you got 1,100 here. You got 1,100. 11109. That's $1,300. Do you know what? We're going to get another one. Window capture. There we go. We've got loads of windows going on here now. So this is, here we go. I don't know why I'm using Bing, by the way. It's horrific. But this is the number we've got. Now, we've got room to buy an iPad. This is one thing I wanted to get even more into in this one before we end it. iPads. iPad. Apple iPad. Apple iPad. Here we go. Oh, yeah. So this is going to... So you've got your tattoo supplies, yeah? For 1,100, you can see down there in the bottom right-hand corner. 1,100, so that's $1,300, just short. Now, I think we could get a decent iPad and a pencil. And you're basically looking at just over, maybe. I reckon just over... You need the iPad Pro. That is what you need. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, this is the one I've got, I think. Is it? Wow, that's so cool, dude. Is this the one I've got? Has this just come out? I think it is the one I've got. It's cracked, though, because I fucked it up. Through travelling and working and God knows what else. I will look at your questions in a minute. I'm just... Oh, there we go. Just buy this. I don't want to see people bloody dancing and shit. Okay, so this is where it gets very expensive, but you could go for a smaller one here. Right, sorry. Let's just... You could go for a smaller one for the 749. This is really like... If you get Procreate on this and an Apple Pencil, that's where your work... Oh, you're going to be laughing. You're going to be laughing. This is something every tattooist must buy, I think. 100%. 100%. If you don't own an iPad Pro, get one. Try and save one. Or pay monthly for one. I think, it's the same as a phone now, isn't it? It's actually cheaper than the phones. Like, that's how crazy it is. Wow. It's from. That's from. I think I've got this. I've got the Space Gray, and I think I've got the 1 terabyte. Or was it 2 terabyte? Yeah, it was that. It was about $2,000. But to be honest, you could just get an older one. Do you know what? The iPad Airs are good now. The new iPad Airs you can use with the pencils, and it's really, really good, dude. Look, you could get the pencil, you could get Procreate. Let's just get an iPad Air. So a lot cheaper, I feel. Let's just go for the Space Gray. We'll go for 64 gigabytes. That's fine. Wi-Fi. Add Apple Pencil. Can we get no engraving? Apple Pencil, yes, please. We don't want that. No. So there we go. Look, we've got this plus the Apple Pencil. Have I got the Apple Pencil on there? This is very confusing, dude. Add 688, bro. Oh wow! I tell you what, this is a setup, bro. Oh yeah, man. This is the one. 688. Let's add it on. Let's add it on. Where's my bloody window? 688. So 1 plus 1,800, pretty much. 1,800. 2,000. I don't know what the monthly situation is with the salaries in America. I'm not sure if that's affordable over a few months if you was to save and not go out and stuff like that and just really concentrate on trying to become a tattooist if that's what you're passionate about. I think that's doable. 1,800, you could get a kick-ass machine, kick-ass setup, the best needles, the best ink, and an iPad. And then I think the Procreate's another 40 quid on top for the app. That's it. Bang. There you go. There we go. Let me have a look at your chat. Let's have a look. Sorry for... Please smash a like on the video, guys. 74 people watching. So we've got Philly in the house. I'm just going to go back up from the top. Actually, no, I'll go from the bottom. Sean Kirkman. You're right, though, changes again. I've got the Pen 11-inch Pro, couple gen old now, but it's a game changer. It is, Sean. It is. It is. It is. Zach, I am based in Walton-on-Thames. No, Weybridge, Surrey in England. I live in Walton-on-Thames. What's your go-to needles when doing portraits realistic? Well, I've got it on the screen, dude. Ink Hatcher, I've got it on the screen. Let me just quickly... There are my needles. They are my needles just there on the screen. We got the bang, 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 bang. I'll also have a 25 curve magnum on top of that, just for the big work. Tatap is pretty good as well. I think it's like 12 quid. I've never heard of Tatap. What is Tatap? I get all my references from Pinterest. Pinterest is a really, really, really good site for Pinterest. I also use what's it called? Reference 87, I think, for a lot of my references as well. I pay for my pictures. I pay for my references sometimes. Say if I needed a really cool skull for a piece, I would pay, I think it's like 4 quid for probably about $10 for a picture or a couple of pictures, to then upload into Procreate and just mess around with. Thank you for the support. I do have a Discord. When you buy the course, you get into the Discord, but I might make it free, to be honest, for the followers on here if you want. Nearly 50 likes on the stream. Thank you very much. We have been going now for nearly an hour. But yeah, so look, you can have an iPad, and the new iPad Air with the M1 chip, the best chip they've ever built, with the pencil, with the best needles, Sublime needles. Quadrant, in my opinion, are the best fucking needles ever to be out now. Super precise. I went over a video in my needle setup for that. And, dude, it's... this setup here for £1,800. Oh, mate, you're laughing for years and years and years and years and years. It's like Ivan Hughes. That's good, man. I'm glad that went well. Is Bishop better than Quadrant Equalizer MX pen? I haven't used it, but what I do like from Quadrant, I have used the Fox 2, and that was very good. I think it's just giving me goosebumps. It's just probably one of my favourite tattoo machines ever. The FK Iron, I don't like FK Iron's machines anymore. I think they've gone massively downhill, but Spectra Edge X is a very good machine. The only thing about the Spectra Edge X machine and the Fox 2, for instance, is the shape of them. Since using the Bishop pen style machines, I can't go back to a traditional machine now because it's just so uncomfortable to use. I would say you can get an iPad for second hand. Yeah, you could, Zach. You could get an iPad for second hand, 150 quid. But sometimes it just doesn't last that long with battery. The new iPads are super nice on battery. I know I gave my old iPad to my dad, and the battery didn't even last for an hour. It was just done. And sometimes, where you can't like when you're on the trains, for instance, or in a plane or wherever, you don't really want to be trying to look for even in a car, public transport, you don't want to always look for a plug socket. So I would probably just spend, it's only 600 quid now. Like, they're so good. That's incredible. You don't even need to use a Pro anymore for, I know the iPad Pros, you could only use the pencil, and now this Air does. So that's a massive thing for Apple to do. And I think, I do think it's definitely a game changer. Do you still have to be very creative as a tattoo artist these days, because there is now so much to get from the internet? I never draw. I used to draw, but I used to copy things. I used to copy like portraits. I used to look at a portrait and just draw it on the paper. I think being a realistic artist, I think there's so many references out there on Pinterest and so much on the internet now that you can reference. You can go out with a camera as well. iPhones are so good now. You can go out and take pictures of roses in the street. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, angle the rose for the best lighting and stuff, and just create your own references. Like, it's just so many ways to do it now. I've done that a few times with my roses, to be honest. I've made my own rose thingy. I might get a board of all references on Pinterest or I might stick it on my site. I'm not sure. I might stick a reference board on my site. If you wanted to have a look at that, let me know. Because I would definitely be up for doing that. I think being creative and drawing are very different. Yes, I think when it comes to designing on the iPad, I think that's where your creativity comes out. Drawing's more about technique, isn't it? But yeah, so there we go, guys. We've got the iPhone 13 works. Cool. Yeah, I've got the iPhone 13 Pro Max, I think, and it's insane. I've just got a CP filter for mine as well. With this case, it's the was it the pop? I don't know what it is, but it's very, 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 very good, this case, and it just clips on to that camera back there, and it's awesome. It's awesome. Oasis Music says, hey, I don't have any tattoos, but just wanted to say I love your work, mate. Cheers, especially the Anubis portrait shit. Thank you very much, Matt. I really appreciate that. It came out really nice. It healed really nice as well. Spectre Edge X has been amazing. Rocked it for 8 years. What machine it is, Josh? Unreal machine. Absolutely unreal. Anyway, guys, so here we go. I'm going to conclude this video, and that is $2,245 US for a sick setup that's going to last you for years. You can worry about your techniques. You can concentrate on your techniques. Sorry, not worry about them, but you can concentrate on your techniques and your designing with this whole package. If you didn't want the iPad, it's even cheaper. But to be honest, we've gone 1,500 quid. We've gone 300 quid over our budget. And you've got yourself an iPad and a pencil to start really kicking ass and designing your style of tattooing. And you can do any style on the iPad and Procreate. It's so good. So yeah, I really, really, really want to say thank you for joining in. This is going to be rewatchable. So please subscribe, and please... Zach says, how are you with bookings at the moment? You packed up? Or I am pretty booked up now. I wasn't during the first start of the year. I've dropped my price down just because I think, why not? Yeah, I've dropped my price down now, so it's more affordable to a lot more people. And I'm not in it for the money. I just love being creative and trying to teach people. I think I get a lot more out of teaching people than actually tattooing myself. So yeah, if you wanna get tattooed by me, if you're in America and you want to fly over or whatever, there's a hotel literally right next door, super cheap, and yeah, just give me a DM or go over to my website oliverair.co.uk. Just send me a DM on Instagram. My thing is underneath me right here, my handle. And yeah, so there is the video. We have gone over a bit, but without the iPad we would have been well under by a good 400 quid, 300 quid. But with the iPad we've gone over 300 quid. So that is a very, very, very informative video for you guys, and I wish I would have seen this video when I first started. If you think it's expensive, I would just save. I wouldn't scrimp on tattooing equipment, needles. When you try this stuff, you don't need to upgrade anything. You don't need to upgrade. You don't need to worry about that. Oh yeah, I need to do this many tattoos to upgrade to this. Just try and grind it out. Yeah. How was being a tattoo artist during COVID? It was shit. I didn't work for 8 months. I knew of loads of other artists still working in the shop, just locking the doors. Saying no names, but yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you very, very much. Yeah, Zach, send me a DM, bro, for sure. And I will see you guys in the next one. Oh, please smash a like and subscribe. Please smash a like.